Hey everybody, Tim here with tonight's episode of Star Trek The Next Generation, Season 5, Episode 24, Next Phase. So this is an okay episode. It's decent. It kind of reminds me of like the Tholian Web, where from the original series, where if you guys remember, Kirk basically like falls out of sync into a almost different dimension, and he keeps like disappearing and reappearing throughout the ship, almost like a ghost. Well, in this one, the Enterprise goes to the help of a Romulan ship who's experiencing some sort of technical disaster. And in the process, Geordi and Ensign Ro Laren are sent back, they're beamed aboard the Enterprise, but something goes wrong during the transporter, and everybody thinks that they've died. So it's interesting. And then from there, we realize that Ro and Geordi are actually alive. I stumbled over that. But they have been cloaked and phased out of like our continuity. And it turns out that the Romulans have been working on a machine, whatever you want to call it, because we know they have cloaking technology to basically cloak and then phase out. So that way, like, not only are they invisible, but they can like hide in the middle of a moon or something. So it's really interesting. And so throughout the episode, Geordi and Ro basically have to find a way to get the rest of the crew to realize, hey, we're still alive. I mean, that's the entire plot boiled down. The majority of this episode just relies on the acting abilities of Geordi and Ro, and just what do you do when everybody thinks you're dead? I kind of wish Guinan had been in this episode to see Whoopi Goldberg in a ghost episode, but that's just me being cheesy. So it's a good episode. It's a decent episode. One of the Romulans is played by Susanna Thompson, who, like, this is like her first out of several Star Trek appearances, probably most notably the Borg Queen in the Voyager episodes, not the First Contact movie, but just Voyager. So it's interesting that, and I think she plays a Trill or something in Deep Space Nine. She shows up a bunch. She's one of those actresses. So we got that, and then it's what I like about this episode. I don't know how far in advance they had planned this, but at the end, when Ro is basically like, people actually cared about me. Geordi has a smart-ass line or something about like, well, maybe we should develop our own interphase device to make Ro Laren come up with emotion. It's a joke. It's a funny episode, but that is a big plot point later on. I think it's season 6, which is next season. So where it turns out that the Federation is working on a cloaking, phasing technology. So I don't know if they had already planned that or if that was just a joke thrown in there at the last minute. But overall, this is a good episode. It's really decent. I like Ro. I wish that she had had more. Rumor has it she was supposed to be in Deep Space Nine, but when the actress said no, they created the role of Kira instead. But I wish they would have continued it, because I like seeing those characters progress. For those who have seen this one, go ahead, let me know what you guys think. I don't necessarily think this is the strongest episode for Season 5, but I think it's a good episode. So go ahead, let me know what you guys think about this. Thank you guys for everything, and I will see you guys next time for Inner Light.